Oh man, as some of you guys may have already heard, we have lost a legend. Kevin Samuels, aka the Godfather, has passed away. This is terrible news, man. This is terrible news, man. Kevin Samuels, man. I know he was a pretty controversial character, but he was able to be a voice that we didn't even really know that we needed. Like he said a lot of things that a lot of guys have been wanting to say or trying to say, but when like we would say it, like no one would really hear us. But Kevin, he had a way of expressing himself in such a clear, concise, and intellectual manner that when he spoke, like people listened and it made sense when he said it. Like a lot of the stuff that he said, it wasn't like anything like new per se, but like I might say something and people are like, but then Kevin would pretty much say the same thing, but in a much better way. And like that was his gift, man. He was able to kind of be a voice for the manosphere. And he really helped a lot of people. He really helped a lot of people. And you may not agree with his methods, but his message was true. I see a lot of like negativity over his passing, and there's like some angry women who are celebrating or whatever. But like Kevin, he never really hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's hurt is your feelings, because some of the things he said cut deep because it's so close to the truth. And and I'm gonna be real. Like I didn't really agree with everything that he said, and I'm sure there's many people who disagree with a lot of the things that he said. But ultimately, he was trying to get men and women to connect. And I gotta applaud him for that. Because that's especially an issue within the black community, and sometimes we need help seeing things from the other people's perspective. And a lot of people were really just getting in the way of their own happiness. And so Kevin did a good job of helping men and women see this. Because a lot of people like to highlight on like him saying crazy things to women, but he helped a lot of dudes too. You can go on his YouTube page and see the testimonies of all the young men he's helped. Because a lot of men, they didn't have any direction. And women too, you can see like a lot of women, they say, hey, look, because of Kevin, like now I'm married and I'm happy. And because we got to be able to connect with each other. And I think that's the main thing. And Kevin was all about like trying to get people to see things from both sides. Because especially for men, like there's all kind of talk shows for women. The real, all these different talk shows for women, but there's not a lot of stuff like that for men unless it's just talking about sports. And I think it was great insight to kind of show people like, hey, look, us men, like we got issues too. Everyone think when it comes to relationship, it's always the guy who needs to prove or the guy who needs to do better. But sometimes women need to do better as well. So there's work on both sides, and I think he helped. He helped in that regard. Like I said, I would have chose a different method, but like he picked something that worked for him. And he had a huge following, man, and he was really on the up and up, man. And it's truly a sad day. We lost a legend, an icon, And I just want to say, rest in power, Kevin Samuels.